Transportation is the foundation of human progress. It is a key part to economic development and improvement. It is through transportation that the nation's economy can be enhanced. Today on the program, we will be focusing on the fixed and operational delay of vehicles on Ikorodu Road and other roads within Lagos metropolis. Welcome to Earthfire. I'm Chimezie Obi-Wago.
Lagos State occupies two main islands in the Atlantic Ocean, separated by creeks. It has an estimated land area of 153,340 hectares, with 209 kilometers square, some 19.6% of its land mass covered by water and mangrove swamps. The state has 20 local government areas, which comprises Agege, Etiosa, Ikeja, Ojo, Alimosho, Oshodi Solo, Amuwo-Odofin, Ifako-Ijaye, and Lagos Island. Others are Lagos Mainland, Surulere, Koshofe, Mushin, Shomolu, Apapa, Badagry, Ikorodu, Ibeju-Lekki, and Ekpe. The projection of population growth in 2015, according to the United Nations, says Lagos State will become the world's third most populous city. Our focus on today's edition is on road traffic operational delay along Lagos-Ikorodu Road and some other highways in the state. Transportation is the cornerstone of human advancement. It's a key part to financial development and improvement by giving parkway to connecting diverse parts of the general public together. Transportation is an action of life procedures and tries to give access to different exercises that fulfill portability needs of mankind.
When you look at the issue of urbanization in line with traffic delay, I wouldn't want to say traffic jam, in line with road traffic delay, you will discover that it takes a cue from the relationship between land use and transportation. And what that suggests is that the process at which different settlements evolved, the process at which there is a growth in a town, which is urbanization, is a function of the traffic situation that we find ourselves, especially when we don't plan in line with the urbanization.
Urban or the transportation system is really lopsided in the sense that from one end of the town, basically the north, the west, all moving towards the south, because this is where we have the main activities. That's the CBD. That's everybody goes to the island, either Lagos Island or VI. And so in the mornings, you have majority of the traffic all heading towards the island. And in this kind of situation, there's usually bound to be chaos. But if it has been designed in such a way that you have the activities scattered, there will be distribution in such a way that it wouldn't be clustering towards a particular direction.
The adequacy of a transportation system is an essential component that is imperative in supporting economic development in contemporary economies, since it gives linkages between distinctive parts of the nation and the world. It connects to work, conveys items to market, supports logistics and store networks, and bolsters neighborhood and international trade.
Lagos accounts for over 40% of registered vehicles in Nigeria. And to that extent, you can say that Lagos country has the highest vehicular density, so to say, also because of those registered vehicles, you can also say yes, 30% of vehicles that ply Nigerian roads, you domicile within Lagos. Having said that, because if you look at Lagos and the pattern of traffic, it differs from one period to the other. But because we know that the early morning rush always have the greatest chunk of the day, you notice that as early as 5 a.m. traffic have almost picked up in almost major routes, and the pattern and the direction of flow is always from the mainland to the island in the morning, and when it is in the evening you get the reverse, with the less peak periods being between that kind of 12, 1, 2. As from 3, 4, you're already having a return journey from the distance. The central business district of Lagos still remains the commercial nerve center of Lagos, and of course you also look at Apapa. So most of the movements we have, the chunk of the movement from the mainland, of course, is the central business districts of Lagos, and of course Apapa, because of the commercial nature of those two locations.
Ikorodu Road, which is a major highway connecting the Lagos mainland to Ikorodu town and has a length of 24.5 kilometers.
Ikorodu Road has always been a problem, and that is why the government of Fashola had to introduce BRT in order to really lessen the burden on Ikorodu Road. But the unfortunate thing is this. Since the coming of BRT since 2008, one would have expected the traffic on that corridor to fall. But unfortunately, it's still as heavy as it used to be. The question is this: why? The answer is simple. People who own vehicles have refused to leave their vehicles at home and join BRT. But by the time a good number of people or car owners decide to, drop vehicles and join the mass transit, then the pressure will go down.
The issue of the Ikorodu traffic is just about, is a pointer to the population density of Ikorodu itself, and the volume of traffic not being commensurate with the road network. Despite what Lagos State government have been able to do in terms of rehabilitating that road, in terms of creating the BRT corridor, in terms of increasing the number of, recently about 400 new buses were injected on that road between Ikorodu down towards Siemens, but despite all those things, you notice that movement is still very, very tight.
The road is a connection to many other roads in the metropolis, from Murtala Mohammed Way in Lagos mainland, which also travels to the northern side of the city by dividing Shomolu and Mushi. The highway has an interchange with Apapa Oworonshoki Expressway. After passing the interchange, it continues northwards to Mobolaji Bank Anthony Way. Also has a link with the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway and into Ikorodu town.
Some previous researches that have been published, we have been able to identify Ikorodu Road, some nodes in Ikorodu Road. We have also been able to identify some nodes in Lagos-Badagry Road. We have been able to identify some nodes in Lekki-Epe Express Road as part of the roads where we experience traffic delay.